Our next speaker, Melichar, is an economist and a futurist. She's been with us several times before, always bringing a different angle, and even in this experience, you're going to see her more than once with different things. I have a hunch that you're going to really find this valuable because what she's going to talk about is exactly the hunches that we can use to tailor our thinking differently. She leads the Ideas for an Equitable Future team at the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, a leading national philanthropy which is paving the way to a future where health is no longer a privilege. In the words of OpenAI, there once was a woman named Lori whose passion for health wasn't hoary. With ideas so bright, she brought change to light, and her podcast shows all the glory. Lori Melichar, please.
I have a hunch. I have a hunch that the most important thing you will hear today, that the most important thing that anyone in this audience, an audience filled with activists and creatives and academics, will say, will start with the words, I have a hunch. As Moran said, at the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, I direct a team called Ideas for an Equitable Future. And as the team name suggests, our role within the foundation is to anticipate and influence the future. We do the work to anticipate the future by looking for signals of change. And to find these signals of change, we spend a lot of time listening to ourselves, to our grantees and applicants, and to innovative thinkers like all of you. We ask people to tell us not what they know, but what they notice, what they think, what they wonder. We ask people to share their hunches. I first learned of the power of the hunch from Steven Johnson. In his book, Where Big Ideas Come From, Johnson argues that brilliant ideas don't just pop into our heads like these eureka moments. In fact, they are more likely to start slowly as inklings or musings or observations that grow in our brains. Johnson writes about hunches that turned into the theory of evolution, the technology behind GPS, and even the internet. He points out that when one person shares their hunch with another person, that hunch has the opportunity to collide with a hunch of another person. One person's hunch may build on another person's hunch, it may modify it, it may make it grow. It may inspire a completely new hunch. And it struck me that when one person shares their hunch with a lot of people, the possibility for innovation grows exponentially. And so I took that hunch to work. For the past 10 years, once a month for an hour each, my team has brought together people from across the foundation to share their hunches with each other. We call these hunch jams. Over the time, the process of sharing hunches with each other has created collisions all across the foundation. It's led to people from one department getting to know someone from another department. And it's led people to feel more free and brave in their work conversations. There's something about the informal, experimental nature of the hunch jam. I often encourage people not even to finish the sentences that they start. That allows people to toss out thoughts that never would have seen the light of day. Hunches that can lead to real program and policy change. And that's not all. One huncher told me, I think it changed my brain chemistry for the day. I believe that you have hunches that can turn into transformative ideas, but only if they are shared. And I have a fear. I have a fear that there are so many hunches that will pop into your head over the next couple of days that will never be shared, either because you forget them or because you keep them to yourself. And these hunches will never have the opportunity to change the world. This fear is based on conversations we've had with some really smart, creative people that we've invited to hunch with us over the years. They've told us things like, I don't want to look dumb or say something unoriginal or say something wrong. But really, these are not good excuses. Dumb, unoriginal, or rough hunches can trigger insights and inklings that can lead to transformational ideas. If we only share the things that we are certain of, we will be holding ourselves back. And there are so many problems. There is so much future that is uncharted that could go one way or another. We just can't predict which hunches are likely to be the most impactful. But I am noticing something really exciting. I am noticing that you are in the best place to meet new people for new places who have new hunches. And I hope as soon as this session is over, you'll turn to the person next to you and share your hunch, and they'll share their hunch with you. I hope when you leave this auditorium, you'll write your hunch on the wall and a sticky and stick it on the wall. I really hope a lot of you will join me tomorrow for a real-life, in-person hunch jam. Because you have hunches. Everybody does. Please, please, please share them. Give them the opportunity to change the world.